Hello and or welcome to anyone who's watching. One of these days I'll have a regular opening, or maybe I never will. Either way, welcome to Trash I Am, a mediocre gameplay at best, so keep your expectations at the door, please. Last time on Paranormasight, all the characters kind of met each other by chance, except for Team Haruo and Team Yakko. Thank God, honestly, because I want to know actually how that would go. We finally got to meet Hitomi, who gave us some insight on what was going on with Michiyo and herself, which was unfortunately a very sad backstory. The rumors seemed to be closer to fact than gossip. But my mind got completely blown when the detectives found Michiyo's stepdad dead on the floor in a witch circle, and walls covered by pictures of the serial killer Nejima. Apparently it was a fanboy. That isn't so crazy to think about, considering there's many fanboys of serial killers in real life as well. It's just that the guy in question doesn't look like he's into a cult at all. Not to judge a book by its cover, but he looks more like he could belong in a Yakuza 0 game. Also, I apologize for anything I might have said about Michiyo's mom. I clearly don't believe it was her fault, and I truly don't want to victim blame her in any way possible. The story seems so surreal and yet real at the same time that it got me in a bit of a frenzy. So apologies for that. Anyway, Michiyo is somehow still alive, I guess. I'm not sure. It seems that way. Either the police are doing an incredibly shitty job, or the rite of resurrection can be used more than once. She's the only one who knows where Nejima lives, so we basically gotta find her to find the killer before dawn. Because that's our deadline. That's what Nejima gave us as our deadline, dawn. Because, apparently they can't really use the curse powers during the day, like at its full power, like its full potential, because it just, I don't know, daytime is not scary, I guess. So, let's go try to find this undead girl. Alright. Got really far into this. Also, I gotta say, I already recorded the sound for this again. Great, right? And now I have to redo it because my mic was muted in the settings somehow. I never pressed that button, but it automatically did that. So now I'm gonna revoice everything, which is also great. I guess I can never skip having to replay the same game over and over again. Yeah. I don't think I went for these guys because I want to save the detectives, like, because they're the best for last, you know. So, especially since Seiman with the girls right now, the girls looking into okay, never mind, I have to get into it. I don't remember what I said during the time, so let's just quickly get into it. Summary of previous events. Seiman: the rite of resurrection is the inception of this whole affair. Yakko and Miyo decide to confront the man responsible for spreading rumors of it in the first place, Hideki Araishi. They find him at his frequent stomping grounds, the Kurikikyo Cafe. Fuck, I read that too fast, and now I have to wait for the original me to read it. I hope this will go well, otherwise I'll just replay the game again, because it has to. Yakko Sakazaki, 12 p.m. Kurikikyo Cafe. And I'm really happy that I don't have to look for this bird this time, and they just showcase it to me at the beginning of the scene. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know, it'll be okay. So, what did you want to ask me? First, let's get that bird. Oh, those are so cute. How many do I have right now, actually? 2, 4, 6, 7. Almost halfway. Oh, what the fuck? Bald eagle with a full head of hair. I'm not even sure if that's a eagle, actually. I don't know anything about birds. But those three are so cute. Back to the main quest, I guess. Yakko, if you would. Right, we wanted to ask you about this. Oh my, a curse stone? An okame mask, that must mean the Fool's Procession. You two were at the school last night? Damn, there of all places. Yakko, you're one of them. You're a curse bearer? Please calm down, Mr. Araishi. Your action is too intense. It's kind of scaring me. I'm sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your curse stone? What would be the best way to approach this? Intimidate him or flatter him? He's got a big ego. It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these curse stones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the person that most well versed in this matter. You're the only one we can count on, Mr. Araishi. Won't you help us, please? Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm hearing what you have to ask. Thank you. Let's see. Why is everyone at the Rite of Resurrection and 7 Mysteries Curse Stone happening now? Oh, taken an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher starting your questioning with your subject's origins. Mr. Araishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with it. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then, do you know of the ancient Amyodo ritual known as the Feast of Shadows? What is that? Something from the occult? This is Kurosuzu. You look like the type to be interested in those things, but that's outside my field of expertise. In that case, why do you think the rite of and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone. It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know? He may not tell us anything else if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up. Right. Make something up is the actual fucking option. Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity and think it could really help your research. I see. Now that you mention it. Seems like he's reluctant to answer. Then how about... act disappointed or ask about his research? I feel like ask about his research because he... No, act disappointed. It'll hurt his ego. Just press the button already. Come on. I already know what you're gonna do, just do it. Oh, we figured you would know since you're so smart. How disappointing. How dare you? You make it sound like I'm stupid. You couldn't be more wrong. Do you realize how devoted I am to this research? Allow me to first elucidate you regarding the author of the Record of Fates. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper. Yeah, okay. The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little-known onmyoji called Seiman Tsuchi Mikado. Tsuchi Mikado. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this. Seiman Tsuchi Mikado? I've never heard of him. I'm sure you haven't. He was born in a famed onmyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it is written in the Record of Fates. Huh. As brilliant as Seiman was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the rite of resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family, and eventually found himself in Honjo and Edo. The record of fates are the writings Seiman's recorded on the road to Edo. I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself. The rite of resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimei's specialty, the Taizan Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. It uses soul drags to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called. Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed. Thus, it is taught the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul drags in the first place. So the rite of resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then when the soul drags are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the record of fates end there. There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or the curse stones? There's nothing written about them in the record of fates. The curse stones are separate from the rite of resurrection. The curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. God, there's a lot of ables. Enable, unable, able. Huh. That's similar to what Mio said, actually. Onmyoji. An officially appointed government position with the Bureau of Onmyoji in medieval Japan. Onmyoji were tasked with performing divinations and rituals. They would employ the Chinese philosophies of yin and yang and wuxing, the 5 elements, to compose astronomical charts and alamnics. High-ranking practitioners used a variety of mystical arts, including ones that brought natural disasters and curses. Onmyoji were also tasked with exorcising demons through the usage of shikigami. Onmyoji thriving during the Heian period, in part due to the work of the famous Onmyoji and later founder of the Tsuchi Mikado clan, Abe no Seimei. However, Onmyoji began to gradually decline in number after samurai gained control of Japan. At the same time, many of their miraculous arts were lost along the development of civilization. Although the services of Onmyoji were typically reserved for the upper class, there were a number of shomonji, or hidden Onmyoji, who worked for the common folk. Are they like exorcists? I feel like I've missed some things that I should have read, but I'm not certain. I feel like I've already read this before, but they sometimes update things. I'm not sure if it's always the upper part that is updated or the lower part that's updated. According to the record of fates, this mysterious ritual was devised by the gifted Onmyoji Abe no Seimei. It converts the soul of the dead bound for the underworld, with soul dregs collected as sacrifices through the Taizan Fukun ritual. The sacred art of converting souls to soul dregs is out of reach to all but the most skilled practitioners. Shigima kidnapping overview. Yeah, I already read the top part, so it's definitely the bottom parts only. Subsequent... Oh, no, go back down! Come on, me, you're smart enough. Just get down there, you already know this. Subsequent investigations revealed that the culprit was in fact Kankichiro Ibai, an unemployed man. Toshiko Shiraishi, his common-law wife, and Michiyo Shiraishi, their daughter, acted as accomplices. Kankichiro routinely used violence against both Toshiko and Michiyo to force them to do his bidding, and it is believed that he coerced them into becoming accessories to the crime. Kankichiro wanted to use the boy as a living sacrifice for his magical studies, meaning that the ransom was never actually the primary motive for the kidnapping. The reason for targeting the Shigima family's son was due to a personal grievance. I mean, fair. They did put him in jail after all. I mean, Nejima in jail, and that's his favorite little boy toy. Sorry, not Boito. He obviously highly admires the guy. How are the 7 mysteries related to the right? Excuse me, Mr. Araishi. What is it, Miss Kurosuzu? You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the rite of resurrection and origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that? You really know your stuff, but about that was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines. Oh, really? It was just nonsense then? Not exactly, rather. It's not a complete fabrication, there's a basis for it. And that is? Well, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple students who are so passionate about this topic. Thank you! This is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the Record of Fates. It was just after Seimon arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo. A conflict over resurrecting the dead? I don't know the details. A man enticed public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That is the only remaining reference. 9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual? I call this the tragedy the Honjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research, and I suspect that this Honjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So what you're saying is, the resurrection ritual at the root of the Honjo incident is Seimon's rite of resurrection? Yes, that is how the Record of Fate ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first Seimon brought the rite of resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point Seimon was likely using a different name. Then in Honjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Honjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. The Honjo incident. During the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. So that's how they're connected. Then if I'm getting this right, the 7 mysteries were basically required to gather the soul tracks necessary for the rite. How are the 7 mysteries related to the rite? And there's more. With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory. You are? Yes. The reason for it being the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who received the cursed stones. Resentful memories? Yakko, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory printed in your mind. Oh, I did! Exactly those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken of as the 7 mysteries. Thus gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together. It will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. Huh. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yakko. Mio, should I? Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. Tell him about the resentful memory. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway. He doesn't have a curse stone anymore. Okay, Mr. Araishi. I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. So basically it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival. Interesting. It's not that one then. Not that one? What do you mean? Among the 9 victims at the Honjo incident, that is to say, the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Seimon himself, or so I suspect. Huh? Seimon was one of the victims at the Honjo incident too? Meaning an onmyoji as powerful as him also became a curse echo? Right. It would make sense that the curse stone tied to the curse echo like that would be special. The power of a curse stone is different based on the curse echo? Miyo. Then maybe with Seimon's curse echo we could... Yes, we may be able to settle this whole situation. Hey, what are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing. Sorry. About the resentful memories. Mr. Araishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far? I have learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Food Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Food Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What are they about? First, the Food Fetish Mansion. An onmyoji appears distinctly in this one. Really? But not Seimon, I'm afraid. A female onmyoji was sought the rite of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which she had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seimon. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. The detective did well to escape this one. So a female onmyoji and rival of Seimon was involved in the Honjo incident. That certainly is interesting. Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Jinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead. The rite of resurrection? Precisely. This man Jinkichi must have been in contact with Seimon. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed, and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire. Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers. Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those 2 detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take my measures of my own. Another thing. Yes. You never really finished about what the trigger for all of this was. Well, I don't know. Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fates, right? How did you really get a hold of this Record of Fates? To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry. What are you talking about? Someone left a warning that at sundown today they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago. What? Something so terrible will happen? I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Araishi, please, tell us everything you know. I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the records of fate by a woman. A woman? Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually... Oh, fuck. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice. A woman's voice? It said I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the rite of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month. And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet. 1 month. She specified a time period. I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then. It must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse. To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this. Hence, I went public with the Record of Fates. Yakko and occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me. Huh? Hihaku? As in Hihaku soaps? Right. I mean, no. That's not important. Just some personal business. After that, I waited trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Is there anything else you know? Very well. I've told you this much, I may as well give you one more thing. Thank you. What might that be? About Seimon's Record of Fates. There's sort of a continuation to it, another document called the Record of Fates Yin Scroll. A continuation? Actually, a section written in Seimon's own hand was appended to the manuscript. According to which, after the Honjo incident, Seimon lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into curse echoes and be used to gather the soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection. Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information inaccurate? If Seimon died in the Honjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum. You really don't get it, do you? Huh? Am I wrong? Have you forgotten the ability Seimon possessed? Of course not. He could use the rite of Oh. You're telling me Seimon used it on himself? The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance, so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. Then it is not impossible that Seimon himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place. Oh, then is it not possible that Seimon himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place? But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others besides Seimon. What? He died in Honjo incident for their soul dregs? That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now. That's why I need the resentful memories, to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Record of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly Seimon's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. It seems that over their long history, the 2 documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family line branched. Seimon had descendants? So there's someone out there related to him by blood even now. Yes, in fact, I've tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known Myoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscripts has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll. I'm sure you do. So basically, in the Record of Fates Yin Scroll, Seimon himself wrote about ways to handle the curse and the rite, yes? Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but haven't found a single lead. So if you two find out anything about other resentful memories or yin scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. The record of fates. The menu. Oh, come on. The manuscript was written by Seiman Tsuchimikado, an onmyoji from the Edo period. He was an extraordinarily adept practitioner, but after being banished from his family for researching forbidden arts, he changed his name and moved to Edo. Huh. The record of fates, yin scroll. I mean, I haven't. Come on, go there. I haven't seen that part yet. The Records of Fates Yin Scroll. It is said that Seiman Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Hanzhou incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed that to have been inherited by a descendant of Seiman. Yes, I understand. I'm truly hoping that it's Yakko. I still want her to come back in the game somehow, because she just disappeared into thin air. What if she's one of the descendants of Seiman, and she has the Yin Scroll? If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Okay, weirdo. Let's not do that, huh? Yakko Sakazaki, 1 p.m. Street. Just street. We've learned a lot. So, to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the rite of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll may have info we want, since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it. Right. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation. But even if Mr. Raishi didn't have any leads on where it is, how do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curse is involved too. Right. But what to do next? So, Mio, what are we going to do next? Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Tsutsumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Mr. Tsutsumi might know more about it. Should we go back to school then? Yeah, that's our point of contact after all. About the mastermind. Whoever is behind that voice that gave Mr. Raishi the Record of Fates. That must be the mastermind, don't you think? Yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary. Huh? You don't sound like the Yakko I know. Then let's catch him and make him spill the beans. I thought you'd say something like that. Really? I guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now. I understand. I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice, but I'm also interested in the female onmyoji who was a rival of Seiman. About the nearby area? Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know that's nearby, don't you? Oh, you mean where Michiyo? Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always get cleared away anyways. I'm sure it must be hard to have to be reminded of Michiyo's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me, Yakko. Yeah? When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too? Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. Why? Did anything seem different that day? What's this all of a sudden? Though, now that you mention it, that day I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. But I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it. I see. Yeah, that's certainly strange. That's all I was wondering about. Thanks. Excuse me, you girls over there. Fuck this guy. Whoa! Not fucking Namigaki, man. What does he want? I bet he's trying to get a curse stone again. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention. And who might you be? I'm Yutaro Namigaki. I should probably tell you. Until yesterday, I was a curse bearer that should clear things up. A curse bearer? Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the food fetish mansion. Excuse-toi? The food fetish mansion? So you're the one Inspector Tsutsumi was talking about. You already know Inspector Tsutsumi. That makes this simple. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, hey! You're in a driver's seat. Yakko? Yes. Wait, what? Oh. Just now, was I doing something? Sorry, Mr. Namigaki. What might be the matter? Right. I actually wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time? Discuss something with us? We're talking about Michiyo Shiraishi, right? It's related to that. Huh? I'm sure you would learn a few things yourself. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around Rogoku Bridge. Something rubs me the wrong way about this, but he mentioned Michiyo. What do we do? Talk to him or go to school first? Might as well try it out. Just go talk to him. You can always come back and just go to school first. Well, I suppose we may as well hear what you have to say. Glad to hear it. Then shall we relocate elsewhere? Yakko Sakazaki, 1 p.m. Ryokoku Bridge. So, what did you want to discuss with us? Let's see, how do I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you two to use your curse stones to bring Michiyo Shiraishi back from the dead. What? What the fuck is your plan, buddy? I mean, I already know, but, you know, just for gameplay's sake. What do you want? Why? I mean, I know he most definitely hit Michiyo with the truck, or else they wouldn't be... I don't know. That's why I was pursuing the right of resurrection in the first place. Unfortunately, I had to give up my curse stone before I could succeed. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you for this. Well, I'm sorry this is all of a sudden. Still don't understand why you would want this. You see, I hit her with my truck. And I want my guilty conscience clean. What exactly is your relationship with Michiyo? Well, we met briefly once. When I hit her. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Right. Well, it would be great if we could bring Michiyo back. But we've already decided not to use the rite of resurrection. Is that so? It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind collecting the soul dregs for you if you gave me your curse stone, you know? We'll have to decline it as well. Our goal is to stop this curse. Keep your eyes on Yakko, Mio, because I have a feeling she's gonna say yes to this. And she's off. I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll have to give up on the curse stones. Thank you for understanding. Phew. I thought I was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. But why does he want to bring Michiyo back? Huh? Yakko? How do you not notice that your friend is gone? Uh-oh. Did she go off somewhere while we were talking? Heh. I finally caught up to you. I don't know if you've noticed me following you or not, but leading me to a secluded place, you've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your curse stone. Either you hand it over, or I'll have to take it by force. What is this hand movement? What is this pose? You don't have anything, bro. What? What the fuck? Oh, why? Why are you... What the fuck? No. She's here again. I don't understand. Again? What do you mean again? Wait. It was just an accident. So he did kill her. Good to know. I swear, I didn't mean it to. That's why I was trying to bring you back. What is she saying? You're already too late. What? Is this an ending? No, let's just let it play out. What do you mean? This is an ending. Somehow it feels really different from the other endings. Okay, but then I don't know, everybody else made it seem like Michiyo was still alive, but she clearly isn't. She's just possessing Yakko then, because Namikaki was following Yakko, not Michiyo. And then as soon as she turned around, it was Michiyo. So it definitely isn't two bodies. They're not meeting each other. It's just her being possessed. Okay, that's why she's been acting differently also, I guess. After this, Fumichika Nejima went on to use the power of his curse to commit mass murder, shocking the public with the unprecedented tragedy. And from that day on, Yakko Sakazaki was never heard from again. What the fuck? What do you mean? Did Michiyo take over her body? Ending 1, Michiyo's grudge. This is the first ending? Wow, what the hell? Okay. Weird ending. I'm not sure I'm glad I'm glad to get any ending, but it was weird. What now? Just try to redo this again, I guess? Let's just finish the girl's plot line for now and then go to Haruwe. Excuse me, girls over there. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the... Actually, there was the point. We've already done this. Yeah, a camera spare. Yeah. Weh, 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 weh. Okay, well, bye Namigaki. We're gonna do you a big favor and just let you live, I guess. Let's go to school first. Come on, let's go. Sorry, but there's something we've got to take care of. We'll have to pass. Is that so? Well, that's too bad. I'm in no rush, so I'll be waiting at Rogoku Bridge if you change your minds. This guy just has a death wish or something? Jesus Christ. If it's not us, it's someone else that could kill you if you just stay out there. Oh wait, nobody can use their curse stones right now, so nobody's really a threat, especially not a few high school girls. Too much to handle. Haruo and Richter break into the Shiraishi residence with the detectives. They find a journal left behind by the deceased Iwai, finally revealing the mystery behind the kidnapping. However, Haruo remains unsatisfied. Well, yeah, because she wants back her son. Haruo Shigima, 1 p.m. Shigima Mansion reception room. In further news, today the body of an adult male was discovered in the residence of one Toshiko Shiraishi around noon. The man identified as Kankichiro Iwai is said to have been in a relationship with Toshiko. He was unemployed at his time of death. While further investigations are still underway, it's suspected that his death is connected to the recent serial killings in Honjo. Evidence on the scene may also implicate Mr. Iwai in the unsolved child abduction and murder case from last year. Wait, he was unemployed? How was he giving money to Nejima then? Well, ma'am. It seems like we've managed to settle one part of the kidnapping case for now. Let's begin discussing our next steps. Right. Let's try to get that bird. Because I couldn't press it last time. Oh wait, actually no, there's no point in pressing it. Because I got it in a previous file. Because I can't delete files. About the kidnapping. Judging by the official announcement, it seems what Iwai wrote is likely true. With both the kidnapper and his young accomplice dead, the police should be able to handle the rest. Now that it's over, I can't help but think how pitiful it all is. We never would have known a thing had we not found his journal. Carelessness is what usually leads to crimes like these being exposed. It was pretty much the same with Nejima murders. But stumbling across the answer by pure chance really makes you think. Makes my skin crawl to think of how many cases like this are still undiscovered. Me too. It's certainly disturbing. Well, the kidnapping case all wrapped up. We can focus our efforts on obtaining the right of resurrection, yes? I don't think Haruo agree. Yeah, she definitely agrees. Indeed. I'm counting on you. He blinks so often. About the remaining curse bearers. Alright, let's reassess this current situation. Right. I must admit, I never expected the police to be so on top of things. The Chief Inspector Tetsuo Tsutsumi provided us a good wealth of information. I'm surprised he knew so much about the curse bearers. Do you think they noticed I'm one of them? I'm pretty sure Ario didn't. The Chief Inspector, on the other hand, will have to be careful around him. But if he had suspected anything, I'm sure he would have detained us. We should stay vigilant moving forward. Agreed. Even if we steal a curse stone, you may not be able to successfully perform the rite unless you're a curse bearer yourself. Would you be okay with hanging on to the stone from now on? Of course. Just don't use it though, okay? Alright. If what we've heard is true, there are just 3 curse bearers left to be discovered. There's a whispering candle, the beckoning light, and the Taiko of Tsugaru left to investigate. It may benefit us to visit the places connected to these stories a few times. I see. I'm still highly suspicious of the people at Heihaku Soaps. They could be the ones pulling the strings. That Takumi Yumioka fella is probably aware of the curse bearers we're searching for. Tracking his movement may prove to be useful. You want to follow him? If he were to follow anyone, he'd be my first choice, but damn it. Times like this really have me wishing I had more personnel. I imagine it's tough working on your own. It's the plight of running a small business. I'm always on the hunt for a skilled assistant. And then there's Nejima, who appears to be a curse bearer too. The one-sided reed, I think it was. If we went to look for someone that's likely to get a whole lot of soul dregs, well, look no further. He did say he would unleash his curse on a large number of people at nightfall. If he gets a chance to, if the Chief Inspector manages to track down Michiyo, then, well, there's a chance he'll manage to apprehend Nejima before he gets up to no good. But why did you tell the Chief Inspector about the safe house, if he hadn't had that lead? It was written in EY's memoirs. It was just a matter of time until he found out. Besides, we're talking about a massacre here. I can't just turn a blind eye. How different is it from any other curse bearers collecting soul drags? Well, if we're talking Nejima, it could be a lot more dangerous. I'll just keep a close eye on Nejima and the cops. I mean, yeah, fair. You're kind of a bit of a hypocrite because you don't mind people killing other people because it's none of your business. But when it's a massacre, you're like, oh, well, not that. Maybe I won't turn a blind eye to that one. What about the girl from before? Ayame Tono. Do you think she could be a curse bearer? Well, there's a chance she could have gone and stolen someone else's curse stone by now. That's possible too, but... We haven't been to Midoricho Park yet. The place connected to the Taiko of Tsugaru. Right. That's close to where she lives. So she must have a curse stone then, right? What if she was a curse bearer this entire time? She could have lied. It's possible. It would make her a brilliant actress to boot. The idea's got me itching to investigate her again. I agree, I do think she might be a curse bearer. That place is rather suspicious. If only we could run into someone there. About Richter Kai. Richter? Yes. That's right. Would you mind if we make a stop on our way? We can make it quick. I apologize for the diversion, but I'd like to visit the candy store if possible. I suppose I don't mind. Okay. It's like he was gonna ask him about... She was gonna ask him about him, and then he was like, well, let's just go to the candy shop and you'll find out. It's kind of cute, though. Next up, what do we need to do to get our hands on a curstone filled with soul drags? It's kind of cute that they're just like, ooh, I don't know, like, I think they're cute together. From this part on, you will be given the option to finish investigation, which will allow you to immediately end this part. From there on, you can continue on to the next part. You may also come back and restart the section from the point which you left at. I did not fully read that, whatever. Candy shop Sennoya. Back to the private investigator extraordinaire music. I prefer the detective music, but this is also nice. Sennoya. The children seem pretty fond of this place. It looks comparatively new. They must have had renovations done not that long ago. Birdie, birdie, bird. And there you are. Whoa! No way! Jeez, you made me jump. It's Mockingbird number 14 fell Conman. This guy's a real speed demon. Oh, is that right? How many do I have now? 8? Probably 8, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Almost halfway there. I feel like how long is this game gonna be if like there's still so many more birds to be found? Or I'm missing a lot as well. Vending machines. Surroundings. The shop's close to the park, so children have been coming and going without pause. Places like this candy shop have been slowly disappearing from the street view recently. For convenience stores. There are some vending machines. You can buy canned juice for 100 yen. These days, vending machines sell a lot of things besides juice too. Yeah, like dirty underwear. Dirty underwear you can sniff. He's up in front with the kids to participate in the raffle. It's weird seeing an adult his age enjoying himself so much at the candy store. Oh, it seems he didn't win anything. He's pouting so hard, even the kids are laughing at him. Why is he... What the fuck is the point of this? Apparently Richter likes to visit the local candy shop in every district he visits. I figured once you've seen one, you've seen them all, but in reality each one has its own unique displays and colors to match the locale. It kind of irks me that we stopped here simply for the sake of entertainment, but I suppose he needs time to like this to relax and recenter his mind. He works so vigorously every day. Yeah, let this poor man... True, this poor guy has been working non-stop. When did he even sleep? Because he's been stalking people throughout the night as well. Alright, ma'am. Should we go for monjayaki or something? Yeah, when do you guys eat? That's sweet of you, but I'm not hungry right now. That's too bad. I haven't had great luck with this Mockingbird raffle. Would you mind if I tried a few more times? Apparently most of these are just replicas of the real deal, but even so, they're all well worth the price. Some of the kids were saying they managed to snatch some real rare finds in this lottery. Go ahead. Don't buy them all now. Okay, but what am I supposed to do in the meantime? Because... Just let me know when you want to leave, okay? Okay. Alright. Well, I kind of have nothing else to do here. There's no more birds. There's nothing really to click on. I've already taught my tots. It's time to go look for Ayame Tono, I think. So Midoricho Park it is. First off, where are the birds? I've already found one bird in Michiyo Park, but I don't think... I mean, I was kind of hoping there'd be... Hey! No other bird, but I do see I am a Tono. Funny. Reason to believe the curse bearer of the Psycho of Tsugaru was here last night. It's possible they're already dead, but we haven't found any definitive leads. Okay. Hey, that lady over there. That's I am a Tono. Call out or watch in silence? I want to see what happens if you just watch in silence. We don't want to startle her and have her run off on us. Let's sit and watch her for now. Doesn't look like she's planning to move anytime soon, so that did nothing. Let's just call out. Alright, I'll be right back. He's gone. I suppose he really wanted to talk with her. No need to be jealous. Oh, there he is. Does he mean to jump out and surprise her from behind? Huh? Does he mean to intimidate her? What the fuck is happening? Ah, she noticed. I guess his purpose was to talk with her after all. I wonder what you're talking about. She doesn't look like she's planning to run. Oh, they're coming here. That was crazy. Here she is. What do you think? Smooth work by the master, hmm? Yes, very smooth. Hello. Thank you so much for yesterday. I know this is sudden, but I'm actually being pursued right now. Pursued? By who? I think it's the police. Would you be willing to provide me shelter? From the police? That's a crazy ass question to ask someone that's part of the police family. I figure we could hear her out and see what kind of mess she's gotten herself in. Don't make it sound like I'm some kind of criminal, please. Why is she being chased? The police have my apartment staked out, so I haven't been able to return home. I heard them say something about wanting to protect me, but something didn't feel right and I got scared. Do you have an idea why they're after you? Poor Tsutsumi. Can't even try to protect his daughter without freaking her out. Well, I have been searching for the curses, so... We shouldn't trouble ourselves with hiding you if they're after you for a good reason. Huh? How cruel. But this handsome investigator wouldn't turn me in so easily, would you? It's unfortunate, but we've got reasons not to get involved with the police ourselves. What a shady reasoning. But if you've got some murky secrets to hide, we might as well cooperate with each other, no? Why is she being chased, though? Well, okay, no answer, huh? But the right of resurrection. Anyway, what are your plans to resurrect Hokusai going? Fortunately, that's been going quite well. Oh? Does that mean you found someone to steal a curse stone from? Not exactly, but I found out a kind of last resort, which is why I can let the police get me. What do you mean by last resort? You're really asking me that? It doesn't concern you at all. Why should I tell you? What if we make a deal? In exchange for keeping you hidden from the police, you'll tell us about your last resort. Huh? Is that what got you interested? Oh, I've got it. You're meaning to steal it for yourself. Not at all, I'm just curious. That excuse will just not do. I don't need you to. I'll find a way to stay safe on my own. That was a close one. I should have known the only one you can count on in this world is yourself. Maybe try to count a little bit more on your dad. Ah, we can't let her get away. Let's go after her. Stop it. Get any closer now, scream. Please, wait. We'll help you out with no conditions. Well, you change your mind quick. That just makes you all the more suspicious. Great work, Richter. Great fucking work. I tried my best, but I couldn't convince her to stay. Could it be you don't know how to handle a girl like that? Since she's looking for a safe haven, would you mind me sharing your address with her just in case? Well, it doesn't really bother me, but you do recognize there are police officers in my close family. At least it'll allow us a way to keep in contact, no matter how small. Alright, I don't think there's anything left to do here, is there? Everyone is relaxing so peacefully in the horrid curse. It's hard to imagine that it was some... What? Oh, everyone is relaxing so peacefully in the park. It's hard to imagine it was the site of some horrid curse. Yeah. Also not a trash can. No birds. Nothing in sight. Let's just go. I mean, I can't help but feel oddly irritated around that girl Ayame Tono. She puts on an innocent front, but she seems to be hiding something. Well, she most definitely has a curse stone. Ayame Tono says her plans for the rite of resurrection may be achievable throughout this last resort. Does that mean she's given up on her plan to steal a curse stone? Richter. You know, I have one as well. A last resort. You do? Even if you don't steal another curse stone. I already have my own. If it becomes necessary, I am prepared to use it. So you think it might be possible that she has one of her own too? But that she despises the idea of using it to kill others, so instead she means to steal a curse stone with soul dregs already in it. Doesn't contradict anything we know. She lives nearby, which means she might have the Taiko Tsugaru curse stone. We still don't know much about that one. Richter, that last resort Ayame spoke of. It could be our chance. We can use her. I hear you loud and clear, ma'am. Alright, what's next? Honji Bridge, Kinshibori Park. I feel like Honji Bridge definitely there won't be anything, so I might as well go there, because I don't think we'll find anything. I want to leave the exciting stuff for last, and I feel like Shigema Residence is not exciting, but it's the last place we'll probably end up in. So, I think Honji Bridge it is. What's the question? Oh my god, it's a curse stone. A curse echo or whatever. Richter, what do you think that is? Oh? I don't see anything. Really? You don't see that? That thing that looks like a phantom ball of flame floating in the air. A ball of flame? It must be a curse echo. Maybe only the curse bearers are capable of seeing it. But could such a thing happen in broad daylight? It's gone. I wonder if it was the beckoning light's curse echo. That phantom flame you saw might have been a manifestation of the lantern. In that case, does that mean a curse bearer is nearby? Might be. Scary thoughts.
It doesn't seem like anyone's been here for some time. I wonder if it's one of the factories that got shut down when they tightened up regulations. Curse bearer might be lurking in the vicinity. I'm going to check the surroundings. That's a good idea. Nothing. I didn't find anyone who looked the part. I see. I don't doubt something happened around here, but something might have changed in the era. Keep your eyes peeled. Fuck, do I have to look for that something now? Because I feel like I won't find it. Doesn't seem like anyone's been here for some time. I wonder if it's one of the factories that got shut down when they... Whoa. Did I already read that or something? Like... What you saw earlier must have been the beckoning light. Something might have changed after what just happened. But what changed? Like... I don't see anything, and the cursor doesn't spot anything either. I'm just gonna move. I feel like I need to search for something, and I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna find it. Kinshibori Park. Back to the private investigator extraordinaire music. I love it. I've never found a bird in this park, I think. Yeah. No birds to be found. Okay. Let's get to it then. The area was closed off to the public this morning after his body was found, but police quickly managed to complete their investigations and reopen the park as if nothing ever happened. The people in the area are shockingly calm considering what happened here. You'd think they'd be put off knowing there was a dead body here just this morning. From what I heard, it happened right about where you're standing now. Don't tell her that. That's insensitive. Because she is obviously bugged out by it. Is there really nothing to look at? This place is associated with the Whispering Canal. The canal must be connected to the man who was found drowned in the park. Agreed. Wasn't the victim a Hihaku Soap's employee? Oops, that's right. His name was Shogo Kie. Considering his occupation, he probably became here in search of a curse stone. If people in the company knew about the rite, it only makes sense they'd be looking for curse stones. Although he didn't really come here for his work, he came here for a girl. He came here to court a woman that was interested in reviving her dead dog. Imagine that. You think the chairwoman and Takumi would send irregular employees out to hunt for the stones? If that's the case, perhaps that Shogo died trying to take a stone from someone else. Either that or he was killed precisely because he was a curse bearer with a curse stone. I suppose so, but considering the location, wouldn't that mean the curse used was the Whispering Canal? Good point. That would mean Shogo Kia wasn't the wielder of the Whispering Canal curse himself. Could he have had the beckoning light or even the Taiko of Tsugaru? I was here last night and there weren't any dead bodies then. It's highly possible he was brought here from somewhere else. If that's the case, the wielder of the Whispering Canal has already collected his stone. Yeah, but who has the Whispering Canal now? That's like the biggest mystery at the moment. Is Yakko still in the game? Please let her be. I want to see her again. I miss her. We deserve a Yakko. No matter how small the content. Even if she's like at the end of the game, I wouldn't mind as long as she comes back somehow. It can't be that she just disappeared. She has the Whispering Canal and she did not die because Shogo died. Ugh. I need to know. I need to know where she is. She needs to be somewhere. Still. Or else, this just doesn't make any sense anymore to me. Oh man, Excuse me, but there's one more thing I'd like to try. Oh? Be my guest. Shogokie is the name of the person who died here. It's hard to believe he was here by chance, only to end up murdered with a curse. Given his ties to Hihaku, we can assume he was aware of the situation and somehow involved with these curses. I mean, half true, half true. Okay, so what is it you wanted to try? Because I don't see anything we can try out here. What, the playground? You want to try at the playground? Would you look at that? That's a pretty unique looking playground. Did it catch your eye? Perhaps. Now's not the time though. But it did get you interested. Does he want to play on it? What is this guy, a child? What the fuck's going on? First the candy shop and now this. Telephone booth, I guess. I mean, a telephone booth. It doesn't look out of the ordinary to me. There's something you want to try out, Richter? Because there's nothing that I can find in the surrounding area. So, what's going on? I think we're just gonna move. We're gonna move and probably make a big summary of everything that's happened so far at the Shigima Mansion reception room. Oh, well, there's nothing to be talked about. Okay, well, finish the investigation then, because what the fuck did we learn? Nothing. Oh, what is this? No way. What? That's Yakko. Come on, that's Yakko. Or it's Michiyo. Maybe it's Michiyo. I don't know. Could be Michiyo. Would be really sad if it was Michiyo, because I still think she's dead. Even though everybody's saying she's alive, I don't care. They found her blood, I don't care. She's dead. She's fucking dead. She's ghost form possessing Yakko. I'm pretty sure. Standing by. At the Shiraishi home, Tsutsumi and Ario learned the truth about many things, including the death of Kankichiro Iwai. They hurried to the high school after learning that Michiyo Shiraishi knew the whereabouts of Nejima's hideout. Okay, so what? They're gonna ghost whisper her? What is it called again? They're gonna get the information out of Yakko. I mean, out of Michiyo from Yakko. That's so Tsutsumi 1 p.m. Komagata High School. Boss, I just talked to the Sumida police. Oh, what now? They found an abandoned van in the Shiba Mountains that looked like it had been in an accident. They couldn't lift any fingerprints from it, but they found blood splatters on the front. And guess what? The blood is a perfect match for Michiyo's. Oh ho. So that's the van that killed Michiyo, and Namakaki just left it up in the mountains. So it must have been the van that hit Michiyo. You got it. It's all thanks to Yoshimi that we were able to find that out. The license plate had been removed though, and they even scraped off the vehicle identification number. It'll take a while to identify the owner. Oh. Now that they're trying to figure out if the van was sighted anywhere between the scene of the crime and where it was dumped. Got it. Thanks for the report. By the way, boss, we've confirmed that Michiyo died in a vehicular collision. But are we sure that it was really an accident? Good question. I was wondering the same thing. The damage done by the collision indicates that the driver was traveling at a considerable speed, but that there were no brake marks to be found. Exactly, which suggests they might have been intentionally targeting Michiyo. That would be crazy. Why would they do that? Come on, that's a bit overkill. Then what was the motive, you think? Who would have the reason to kill Michiyo? The first person that comes to mind is Kankichiro Iwai. After all, she knew about his crimes. But then Iwai was supposedly able to control Michiyo by intimidation alone. There's also the teacher who was taking advantage of Michiyo, Kohei Yonoichi. But to say he killed her to stop people from finding out that he was blackmailing her doesn't seem likely somehow. Oh, that seems highly likely to me, honestly. Because he was not just blackmailing her, come on. He was sexually assaulting her. And I don't know to what extent, but he was. As people claim. And I feel like that'd be... I mean, you could lose your job, be put on a sexual offenders list, you know, go to jail. You're right. No, he's not right. Though both of them have fallen prey to her curse. That's true. In that case, it's quite possible she also decided to exact revenge on the person who ran her over. Not just possible. She may have already done it last night. Just like with EY. Is there anything else that we could have served as a motive? The talisman, maybe? The one Yoshimi was looking for. Oh, do you think someone wanted to take it from her? Well, the talisman wasn't found on her remains, nor in her house. But doesn't a hit and run seem like too drastic a measure to go for a little talisman? Then in the end, it might have just been an unfortunate accident after all. I don't think so. I think someone took the talisman. Yeah, it looks that way. No, it doesn't look that way. I think that oh, a birdie. I think that talisman was kind of important. Don't know why, but I think it's still a curse stone inside the talisman. I don't think there's gonna be a second birdie, but there's no harm in trying to look for it anyway. Either way, what we need now is a testimony from Michiyo herself. With a bit of luck, we may be able to ask her what happened during the crash ourselves. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that particular development. I still have my doubts, but that it'll be so easy. Either way, we won't be able to do this unless Mio and Yakko turn up. I'd rather have them come sooner rather than later, but I guess we just have to wait. Shall we head inside? Alright then. It's nice that we got permission to use the school as our base of operations. The principal and head teacher were a little reluctant at first, but they were convinced that it helped the investigation. Dealing with all this must be a real headache for those guys. I should take him again later. Alright, let's go wait inside. Alright, let's go wait inside the school. I'm sure it'll be here any moment. What the fuck? Is she alive or not? They're not making it any more clearer than it is. She is dead. She's dead. What is this picture? I'll see you again. The regular Fate Gene scroll may contain a way to put a stop to the curse. Yakko and Mio head back to Komagata High School to share this information with Tsutsumi. What the fuck? I mean, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. Some way or another. Yakko Sakazaki, 1 p.m. Komagata High School. Ain't that interesting? The record of Fate's Yin scroll, huh? Well done, you two. That's some good info you got from the teacher. Thank you. Good job, boss. Operation Schoolgirl was a success. Ario, stop making things sound weird. Yeah, that's bad naming sense right there, buddy. Anyways, let's share what we found at Michiyo Shirai's house. Should you really be doing that? Yes, please. Honestly, it's a bit dark, is it not? Yes! A man named EY kidnapped sacrifices for black magic?
And Michiyo helped with the kidnapping? And Mr. Yonouchi used that to blackmail her?
She's hella chill about this. What the fuck? About Michiyo Shireishi. Come on. Come on. Based on the report and looking at the circumstances surrounding the deaths of Yonouchi and Iwai, if Michiyo Shiraishi did it, it would make sense. Furthermore, there are signs that Michiyo Shiraishi wanted someone to notice.
Huh? Really?
The ribbon that was left at the scene of Kohei's death is proof of that. Mio, I'm guessing you already knew that much.
Yes. Ever since this morning.
Well, thanks for sharing with the class.
But there's one piece of information I need. But I think we're near her limit.
What? So she is possessed.
But I think we're near her. Okay, what the fuck? But the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll.
So if we get this Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, we'll be able to dispel the curse?
Yes. The source of this curse is a tragic event called the Honjo Incident that dates back to the Edo period. An onmyoji named Seiman Tsuchimikado is said to have recorded a way to deal with the curse. So I think there may be a way to dispel the curse.
Right. I'll leave how to approach this to you, Mio. I'll check with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau as well, but please make finding the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll your top priority.
Understood. But how do we go about looking for it? It's possible the descendants of Seiman have inherited it, but I don't think they're aware of its existence. It'd be nice if we had a clan crest or something to go off of. Maybe we'll have to ask Paranormal Affairs.
Western black magic? It reminds me, Mio, was the Western black magic used by Iwai and Nejima really just an imitation?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Oh, Ba said that you knew about this sort of thing? Do you not?
Well, I mean, I have some knowledge, but... How strange. I don't think I've ever told anyone that. It's okay, Mio. No one's judging you.
I mean, they kinda are at this point. They're just assuming.
Right. But it still feels a little weird.
Just answer the question, darling. So, what's your opinion on it as someone familiar with Western black magic?
If I could have a look at their grimoire, I could be sure, but... Based on their methods, I'd say they imitated black magic popular around 300 years ago. It was advertised as magic anyone could use and was employed as camouflage to evade witch hunters. It's notable because they purposefully required living sacrifices to make it difficult to disprove its authenticity. Wow, you know so much. I'm impressed. It totally matches with the vibe you've got going on.
Oh, Yakko, stop. You're really... oh.
What do you mean by that? Don't worry, have some confidence. Right, thanks, I guess.
Is that really something you want to have confidence in? If the black magic is just an imitation, then we probably don't have to worry about it. I'm just glad things aren't getting even more confusing than they already are. Yeah, same, buddy. About to mastermind. Oh, right. About to mastermind. I had an idea. Huh? What is it?
This is about the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps, isn't it? You mentioned her when you were telling us about that Iwai person.
Yup. Whether the goal is to restore youth or to resurrect someone, she's got her hands all over this. She has money too. It would also match Hidaki Araishi's account of a woman's voice. An evil business lady with supernatural powers? A classic setting.
If only we could confirm those powers at first were actually real.
We'll need to keep an eye on her. I'll tell HQ to look into her. Alright, Michiyo Shiraishi. Now then, after we're nearing the limit, I'll stop beating around the bush. Time to tell it to you straight. Yakko Sakazaki.
What? Me? Yes?
Take out your curse stone and give it to Mio.
My curse stone? It's just been in my pocket all this time. Thanks. I'm just going to borrow it for a second.
Well...
Yes. There are soul tracks inside after all. What? How did this happen? I didn't do anything, I swear. You have to believe me. It's okay, we know.
Yakko, calm down and listen to what I'm about to tell you.
But...
There's no mistake that Yonouchi and Iwai were killed by that curse stone. But the one who committed the act is... the ghost of Michiyo Shiraishi that is inside you. Yakko Sakazaki.
What?
Yeah, fucking called it. I know this is my second time doing the voiceover, but fucking called it. I mean, I also called it in my first one, mind you, okay? Just so you know. Not that I can prove it.
Inside me? What? What do you mean? It's okay, Yakko. Please calm down and listen. You've been possessed, Yakko. By Michiyo's ghost. What? It probably happened when you were offering flowers at the site of the accident. Filled with regret, her lingering ghost reacted to the presence of her old friend and entered you, Yakko. No way! You mean Michiyo's ghost is inside me? I've explained this once before, but just because you've been possessed doesn't mean that you lose control of yourself. Normally the mind will reject such attempts and do nothing more than affect one's mood or energy levels.
Ooh, so she did commit the murders.
But Michiyo had a powerful spirit sense to begin with. And because she was your friend, your mind was open to accepting Michiyo's spirit. So for those reasons, your minds merged without any issue. It's going to be difficult to separate her from you at this point, which also means it will be difficult to guide her to her spirit to the afterlife. No way. We've merged? Me and Michiyo's minds are... But I don't feel different at all. I mean, I'm me, I think. It's because after she merged with you, Michiyo started to believe she was you as well. As a ghost possessing you, she's not fully conscious, only really a jumble of vague memories. Still, there are traces of her consciousness and memories as Michiyo Shiraishi. You have been acting a little different from usual. You would also sometimes react when coming into contact with things with a powerful influence. Really? That having been said, if we don't have a proper understanding of the regrets Michiyo Shiraishi had when she died and why, it would be difficult to separate her from you. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. If I carelessly provoked her ghost, it could have risked causing her to dig even deeper into your mind. Oh no. When we mentioned limits earlier, we mean that by letting things proceed like this, there's a possibility that you will join completely, making it impossible to separate her ghost from you. If that happens, you'll never be able to tell which of your thoughts belong to her and which belong to you. What? That's so scary. You mean I won't be myself anymore? Oh, but if it's Michiyo, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Oh, I don't know. What should I do? But it was actually Michiyo who used the curse stone while I was unaware, wasn't it? Doesn't that mean her ghost has already taken over my body? Well, about that, I think that's probably the effect of the curse amplifying murderous impulses and the influence of the Feast of Shadows. While you were sleeping, the ghost's powers were boosted. And straightened by the feast, Michiyo's consciousness surfaced and took control over your body.
Then that means I was the one who killed them. I cursed them both.
Yakko, no. You were being controlled. Right, Inspector?
Yeah, that's right. It's likely she'd be recognized as not being responsible for the crime due to the possession. It's not something you can control. No need to worry about that. No, you're wrong. I wanted to kill them too. Those feelings must have come out. It's not only Michiyo's fault. I mean, when I learned that Michiyo didn't commit suicide, I wished that all the cruel adults around me would just die. I had to curse them with me, and I wanted to get revenge for Michiyo if the chance came. That's how I felt.
Yakko.
Because Michiyo wasn't able to escape her terrible situation. It was so hard. It wouldn't be unusual for someone to take their own life. And I had this curse stone. I made Michiyo get revenge all by herself. Michiyo tried so hard to keep on living in silence, and I treated those feelings like they were worthless. I should have done it myself right away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Michiyo. That's why I killed them.
Yakko. There you are. Oh, hi, Michiyo. What is up with you? You've had me worried sick since you haven't been coming to school lately. It feels like it's been forever. I'm glad you seem to be doing good. Yeah, sorry. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you why. I've always regretted it. Oh, come on. You're acting like we are on butts. You tell me if anyone is making you sad and I'll take care of them. Thanks, Yakko. Actually, I'm here because there's something I wanted to tell you. Really? What's the matter? You can tell me anything. Well, the truth is, I did something unforgivable to an innocent man. Saying that I was forced to and didn't have a choice doesn't undo it. I'm sorry. I feel so guilty. What? I've done so much I can't take back, all because I was weak. There's no escaping the hell that I've created for myself. I couldn't handle it anymore. I started thinking about killing him and dying myself. Neither of us deserve to live in this world. What? But something went wrong, and that's why I died with regrets. Thanks to you, I finished what I wanted to do. Thank you. And I'm sorry for dragging you into this. What? Wait, you don't need to apologize. It's only now that I realize. And I know how selfish it is. But I hope you remember the time we spent together as friends. And how we were able to be together at the end. Please, don't forget me. Huh? No, Michiyo, wait! Huh? Huh? You're awake. Do you feel okay? I'm sorry I had to spring that all on you, Yakko. What? Is this... Are we in the classroom? Huh? Was I dreaming?
I'm sorry to rush this along while you're still gathering your feelings, but we need to hear what Michiyo Shiraishi has to say now.
Right. And so, after considering what to do, it is true that Michiyo's consciousness has mixed with yours.
that if I summoned her ghost, we may be able to establish some communication. Oh, I understand. So you thought to use the spirit board again? Yep, I have a hunch. I think the spirit we called last time may have actually been Michiyo herself. Really? You think? And that her spirit has been close to you ever since then. Then let's do it. I think we should. And I want to hear from her. Fuck, this shit's gonna be sad again. I don't want to have to redo this. Very well. I have no idea if this will work during daytime, but let's give it a try. You can only do in what? Are you ready? I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. So this shit is weaker during the daytime, just like the curses. Okay, here we go. Do you remember how to do it? Place your finger on a 10 yen coin. Hell yeah, I do. Right, like this. Good. Now do as I do. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Please tell us if you are there. It's here. Now, it's the spirit of Michiyo? Yakko, would you ask the spirit? Alright. Are you Michiyo Shiraishi? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you the spirit of Michiyo Shiraishi? Ah, it said yes! Don't be so sure. Some spirits like to play tricks. Can you try asking it a question only Michiyo would know the answer to? A question only Michiyo would know the answer to. Let's see, then. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, how much did the ribbon I bought with Michiyo cost? $490, that's right. Well, it seems we have the right spirit. Okay, can I have you ask her a question? Okay, what do you want me to ask her? I want you to ask about the location of Fumichika Nejima's hideout and the location of the talisman as well. Okay. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please tell me the location of Fumichika Nejima's hideout. Please, terrible things will happen if he wasn't captured soon. I'm sure it's painful to try and remember, but you're the only one who can help us, Michiyo. Please. It moved. This is an address. She's giving us the address. Amazing. Thank you, Michiyo. Okay, I have the address. Thank you.
Alright, Ariel. Get a move on and check out that address.
Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ and order a simultaneous house search and sweep off the area. I just hope the information is accurate. I know it is. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, do you know where the talisman that you had is? She does know. I wonder if we can find a way to narrow it down. I'll try asking. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, did you carry around the talisman with you at all times? So she did carry it with her.
And did you have it with you when you had your accident? Huh? She had it with her. There was nothing resembling a talisman in the articles left behind at the scene.
So that must mean someone took it with them and ran off with it before the scene was investigated. But who would do that?
This would mean someone knew Michiyo had died before the police did.
The first person to discover and report it was the caretaker of the apartment building next door. Should we check with them?
Let's see. The other possibility I could think of is the perpetrator of the hit and run. But it was a hit and run, wouldn't they have run away? It might be possible that they came back driven by fear or something else.
Even so, if so, they didn't report it and went through her belongings. But to only take the talisman seems hard to believe. Unless they were after the talisman from the very beginning.
How likely is that, if the talisman really is so special?
Ario mentioned the same thing, but to run someone over just to take something from them, it's possible they just picked up the talisman after hitting her for no particular reason.
Either way, if it really was a hit and run, then I hope they get caught. It's possible she remembers something after seeing that picture of the car. Then shall we try asking? I'll try. Spectre of the Spirit Board, do you know who was behind the hit and run? She says she knows. That's a relief. If she hadn't known. Huh? In order for Michiyo's Spirit Board to find peace, we need as much detailed information about what happened as possible. We can send her off to the afterlife if we don't know what happened when she died. This isn't like a forced exorcism. Huh, so that's what it'll take? Alright, I'll try asking. Right. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Who was the one who ran you over? I hope she knows the name. I wonder.
I wonder why they bother asking the questions if they know before asking the actual question, because it would save them a lot of time if they just ask straight up the questions instead of, do you know? Okay, now give me the answer. That doesn't make any sense.
Namigaki. Namigaki. I mean, we already knew that, but still. Huh? Namigaki?
What? You mean Yutaro Namigaki? You two know him?
We talked with him after we left the cafe. He used to be a curse bearer, right? Ah, I see. So that's why Yakko had that reaction when she saw him. What? Come to think of it, that guy said he wanted to talk about Michiyo.
What the hell is he planning with this without his curse stone?
He said he'd be waiting near Rogoku Bridge.
Got it. I'll join you there once we're done.
He's the bastard who killed Michiyo. Yakko. There should be enough information. We can release Michiyo from her suffering now. Let's do it. All right. Say goodbye. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. No, Michiyo. Thank you. You helped us. You know, I'm so sorry I didn't know about it all. Your family, the kidnapping, Mr. Yonoichi. I'm so sorry. It must have been so hard. Not that I could understand, but I'm sure it was so hard. I mean, of course you would want revenge. I wanted it too. We fell on things that we wish we could take back. But I'm glad that I at least know the truth. Yakko.
There's so much I want to say, but that's enough. Let me just ask you one last thing. Someday, can we hang out again? You mean it? Okay, it's a promise. Have you asked everything you wanted? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to guide Michiyo's spirit now. Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. Michiyo, with this, I'll finally be able to free you. Hey, Yakko? Yeah? You never accepted the idea that Michiyo took her own life. I'm glad you never stopped trying to find the truth. Yeah. You're right. Even though I didn't realize just how hard things were for her. Mio? Sorry. It's just Michiyo. She was taken advantage of by so many of the adults around her. She put up with so much. I should have tried and talked with her more. I know how you feel. Thanks, Mio. It hurts thinking about all of the things I could have done. Why did this have to happen to someone so kind and hardworking? It feels like she was ill-fated to the very end. It's just too cruel. But even then, she didn't even tell me about this stuff. And she let herself worry more about revenge than living. I'm mad at her for that. Sure, I should have noticed something was wrong, but come on. What was she thinking? Seriously, seriously. Am I really that unreliable? Of course I'd help you get your revenge, you idiot. I don't care how you had changed or whatever, I just wanted you to live. Yakko. I'll take responsibility for what's been done. But one day if we meet on the other side, I'm gonna have to give her a good punch. Then I'll tell her she's the real fool's procession or something. Then we'll hang out like always. Sounds like fun. Alright, I'm sending her off, okay? Oh, wait. Look, the coin. It moved to no all on its own. You're right. When did it do that? It seems she still has something keeping her here. Yakko, do you have any idea about what Michiyo wants? Me? Oh! Please don't forget me. I think she told me that she didn't want me to forget. I see, then. Michiyo, if you can hear my voice, let your feelings that you won't ever forget her be known. Show it through an action. What? Do something that shows you won't forget. Do I press the coin or something? I've been trying things, but nothing really seems to be working. Okay, I actually really don't know how to go on forward, so I'm gonna have to look this up. Maybe I'm not in the right mind right now, because I actually got a little too emotional doing that read, so I don't know. Okay, so I looked up the answer and it's so incredibly sweet. It's insane. And it's so stupid that I didn't think of it. I'm very slow, I suppose. Even though I was talking about this whole thing earlier during this gameplay, I was just saying stuff like, how fuck. How I can't even erase any of the save files because so everything that anything I've saved up so far, like the birds for example, they won't go away even after I've saved. So even if I choose a different save file or I continue on the story chart, it will still be in the game. And it's so smart to use this as also a game mechanic for this, like in the storyline as well, to be saying, like now that you've saved, even the player can't erase the memory of Michiyo from Yakko's mind. That's such a sweet way of doing this. Now it makes sense that there's no delete button for any of the save files. Thank you. Though, I don't really want you to punch me. So live a long life, okay? I'll see you later. Fuck, this whole interaction was way too sweet. Even though it's my second time voicing it, it was really... I'm trying to replay it as much as I did the first time, and it really worked because this emotional scene still seems to be making me very emotional. Yakko, are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, I feel a lot better. I guess I really wasn't feeling like myself recently. It was like there was a part of me that I had no control of or something. Yeah, I think you're back to your normal self now. I'm glad there weren't any problems. I wonder if Michiyo was able to find peace. I know she did. You don't have to worry about that. It seems that her regret was not being able to tell you what was going on and growing apart from you. Oh man! Well, I guess I can forgive her for that. But there's still something bothering me. Really? Yeah, I wonder what this feeling is. It's like there's a piece of her that hasn't left yet. It may be an after effect? Maybe because you gave your stone to Chief Inspector Tsutsumi.
Doubt it. Having a curse stone shouldn't have any effect on your body.
But dealing with 4 curses sounds like a lot of stress. Good work, Chief.
Yeah, how is he not brimming with intense will to kill right now? How is he holding himself together at this moment? Someone's like a completely different person all of a sudden. But are you really sure about this? Having us arrest you once this is all over? You might be able to get over your case, treat it as just an accident.
It's fine. Treat me the same as someone who used the curse stone to kill someone. If anything, I should be thanking you for letting me go free until this is all over. So thanks, Chief.
What the fuck? Take him up on that offer. Why do you want to go to jail? Or juvie?
Yakko Sakazaki, 2 p.m.
Ryogoku Bridge. No, like what? Why are you going to juvie? Why do you want to pretend that you killed this guy? You were possessed.
Whoa. You didn't say anything about bringing the police.
Sorry, but don't have time to care about what you have to say about this. About us. What business do you have with this girl now that you've lost your curse stone? I'll tell you this for free, I have a curse stone already.
Ah!
I was just wondering, maybe I'd see Ayame Tono. A bird! Hell yeah. Oh, this one looks slick. Kinda looks cool. I mean, I guess Ayame wouldn't be around this guy right now. Because he doesn't have a curse stone anymore. That was the final bird, I guess. Of this area, of course. I'm only halfway. I don't have any ill intentions. I wanted to tell you that. I want to help if you intend to resurrect Michiyo Shiraishi. That was my intention from the beginning when I received my curse stone. And that's why I took your curse stone. Man, can't be too careful. Besides, what connection do you have to Michiyo Shiraishi? We, met once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Uh-huh.
Met once.
I see. Well, I'm sure it must have been painful for you, but do you think bringing back the dead will erase the fact that you hit her with your car?
What?
I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about. I love to see me playing coy even though he knows the truth. If you don't know, I'll tell you, and let me ask you some questions in return. Did you just get your license recently? We found a van with bloodstains on it. You see, it's only a matter of time before we find who the owner is. What's that supposed to mean? Why don't you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with Michiyo Shiraishi? Not only that, you killed someone with your curse stone, didn't you?
Stop. Stay away from me.
Damn it. Okay, I give up. It's all over for me. Afterwards, Yutaro Namigaki gave his confession. He admitted that he was behind the wheel of the van that hit Michiyo Shiraishi. He explained that he was speeding in order to impress a girl he had in the car with him. Ayame! Oh my god. This girl! You gotta be kidding. After hitting the schoolgirl, he drove away and planned to wash the car in secret to destroy the evidence. But he became nervous and went back to the scene of the crime at the urging of his passenger. When they returned to the scene, the female passenger went to check the victim alone, while he sat panicking in the car. Wow, fucking loser. When she returned, she told him people were unlikely to assume a hit and run, as it looked similar to a suicide by jumping from height. Afterwards, the pair parted ways and Yutaro dumped the vehicle deep in the woods under the cover of night. The two of them decided to keep the accident a secret. The next morning, Michiyo Shiraishi's body was discovered, and luckily for them, her death was ruled a suicide. However, darkness lingered within his heart. From that day on, the schoolgirl appeared before him covered in blood, her limbs bent and broken, despite him in his dreams every night. Even when awake, he would see a phantom of her corpse in the dark, moaning and cursing him at all times. Troubled by the constant hallucinations, it was only a number of days before he suffered a nervous breakdown. He couldn't bear hiding what he'd done anymore, and planned to turn himself in, but was stopped by the passenger from that night. It was then that he first heard the rumors of the rite of resurrection. He thought that if he could resurrect the schoolgirl, that it would be like if the accident never happened, and with that the darkness enshrouding his heart could be dissipated. From then on, he searched the areas associated with the 7 mysteries of Hanjo every night, and he received the curse of the food-washing mansion as a result. I see. You were willing to kill other people to bring back someone to life that you killed? Makes no sense, because you feel bad about killing that girl, but you don't feel bad about killing the other people you're gonna kill in the meantime to save this girl that you killed? Namigaki, you dumb fuck. It doesn't make any sense. Well, I mean, I love that everybody's disappointed here right now. That's right. I'm not a bad man. I wanted to turn myself in. It was a girl who tempted me. Ayame, of course. Thanks, Ayame. Okay, calm down and listen, son. Oh, he's not gonna like to hear this news at all. If you don't think you've done anything wrong, what would these girls think if they saw you run over that poor girl? There's something I want to know. Do you know anything about a talisman that Michiyo should have had on her at the time of the accident? Talisman? What are you talking about? So you don't know anything. In that case, what about that woman who was with you? Can you ask her? Oh, that's right. Everything is her fault in the first place. Sure, buddy, sure.
Whatever you makes you feel better at night. Well, that may not be exactly wrong. Oh, you're gonna eat those words, Itsumi. Just riding passenger in a car involved in an involuntary vehicular manslaughter isn't a crime in and of itself. But according to your statement, she neglected her duty to seek aid and instigated you to neglect her duty to report the accident. And if she took an article from the scene, she'd also be charged with theft. Can you tell me who she is? You have no intent of hiding anything anymore, do you? Yeah, that's right. It's her fault. Do what you want with her. It's time for her to face what she's done. Her name is Ayame Tono. She's an art student I met in town. What? Yeah, you didn't like hearing that, did you, Tsutsumi? Your daughter's one piece of work. An art student named Ayame Tono? Whoa. Are you absolutely sure of that? What point would there be in lying to you now? What, do you know her or something? She may look nice, but she's rotten on the inside. I'd like to meet the parents who raised someone like that. I mean, fair. He didn't raise her. Shut up. What's wrong, Inspector Tsutsumi? You're drenched in sweat. Ah, no. Wait. Damn it, why? How could this happen? Listen up. I'm taking this one with me down to the station for more questioning. You took after the record of fate's yin scroll. Got that. Okay, we will. Come with me. Whoa! Let's get going. Yeah. Ooh, exciting images. Both of them fighting. I guess it's only gonna get more exciting from here on out, huh? Well, that was a lot. I think I'll do the darkness one next time, considering that's just too much. I don't know what I'm getting into there, but that's what I'll probably start with next time. Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to end it here. I really want to see what that new timeline is, but I'm a bit tired, and the whole thing gave me kind of a headache. Like, I mean, it was a bit too emotional for me, and I gotta process what happened just now. A lot of called it, but a lot of things also. I mean, this is my second time playing it, but even then it's still been a lot. Actually, it's even been more, considering, you know? So I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna call it a day, I think. Yeah. Oui. Ciao.